Welcome time travelers and welcome new time travelers. As always, if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy not only learning U.S. history but historical events from around the world. Without further ado, let's get into it. Today we're going to start in 1801 when, following a tie in the Electoral College, the U.S. House of Representatives elect Thomas Jefferson president. 1843 brought us the British angst. Most of what is now Sindh province in Pakistan after winning the Battle of Mani. Now in 1864, during the American Civil War, the Confederate Henley became the first submarine to sink an enemy ship when it successfully attacked the USS Housatonic in the waters of Charleston, South Carolina. We now make a stop in 1897 when the National Congress of Parents and Teachers, better known as the Parent-Teacher Association, or the PTA, was founded in Washington, D.C. as the National Congress of Mothers. In 1904, on this date in 1904, I should say, Italian composer Giacomo Puccini, their Madame Butterfly's premiere at La Scala in Milan, and it became one of the most frequent performed operas. In 1913 is when the influential Armory Show opened in New York City, introducing the American public to the artwork of Impressionist, Symbolist, Post-Impressionist, Favas, and Cubists. We're now going to make a stop in 1555 when British Minister of Defense Harold Macmillan announced plans to develop and produce hydrogen bombs. The next stop is in 1958 when President Dwight D. Eisenhower, in a letter to the Soviet Premier Belgun, stated that representative of public debate in Soviet speeches and letters had created an impasse to attempt to arrange a summit conference. In 1977, the government of Uganda announced the Angela Archbishop of Uganda and 2 cabinet ministers passed away in an auto accident the previous day. The 3 accused of plotting to overthrow President Idi Amin was reported being taken to interrogation center. Many, however, believe they were murdered. After the Vietnam War, Vietnam bustled its ties with the Soviet Union rather than with China, and following a series of anti-Chinese, pro-Soviet maneuvers by Vietnam, China invaded its southern neighbor on this day in 1979. 4 years before the turn of the century, in 1996, an earthquake and an accompanying tsunami in Indonesia left 100 people dead, 423 injured, and 58 missing. Returning to this century, in 2004, Just Under the Wire, Singular Wireless undercuts Vodafone's bid to acquire AT&T Wireless and wins the takeover contest. The merger will make Singular the biggest cellular provider in the U.S. 2008 is when Kosovo declared its independence from Serbia, though a number of countries refused to recognize the new republic. The International Court of Justice later ruled that Kosovo had not violated international law, but Serbia rejects that decision. 2008 also brought us, in Daytona Beach, Florida, Ryan Newman won the 50th running of Daytona 500, the premier NASCAR race, by 0.092 seconds in an upset victory. 2014 is when American comedian Jimmy Fallon began to host The Tonight Show, replacing Jay Leno. 3 years ago, in 2021, American radio personality and author Rush Limbaugh, who was known for his conservative and also often controversial views, passed away at the age of 70. And with that, we return to 2024 and our current history. Until next time.